Hey guys, what's up? It's Nick the Quant, and today we have another post going over our highest mathematical edge pick. Recapping yesterday, I gave you guys the St. Louis Cardinals on the money line. This was the third day in a row I was tailing them against the Padres. Unfortunately, they didn't finish last night, lost 4-2. They had bases loaded in the ninth and just couldn't get some hits. So that now brings our highest mathematical edge picks at a 4-4 record. Still profitable though at plus 3.47 units. Again, just further reinforcing the edge that you get in betting financially when understanding the probabilistic edge that the model has relative to the line, and then being able to size your risk off of that using Kelly Criterion and just overall the rules of probability theory. So we're at a 500 record being 4-4, but we're up 3.47% or 3.47 units on that. So that's phenomenal. Saying that today, looking to get back into the winning column after losing 2 in a row. So I'll get into today's pick in a second, but before I do that, again, as always, if you want access to all of my free sports betting plays that I post daily, and I post them right when my model is done being ran on each game, you can go check out my X account at NickTheQuant44, again, for all of my picks and plays. My Instagram account, NickTheQuant, is where I post informational stuff regarding the highest mathematical edge picks, but then also my daily results are posted down there as well. And then here on YouTube is where my videos are posted breaking down the math for each day's highest edge pick. So now that we've covered that, let's get into today's pick. So today's pick is going to be the Pittsburgh Pirates money line. I got them at minus 105. A lot of books I've seen had them at that consistent price of 105. Some a little lower, but some a little more juiced as well. So try to find the cheapest price possible to help your EV out here. So got them at minus 105. My model, the final probability for it, for the Pirates was a 60.97% probability, denoting plus 19.04% expected value. And then justifiably, based on that edge that we have, we are risking 3.33% using that sixth of a Kelly Criterion. So now we're going to jump into all the individual models of my ensemble. They're already the post-calibration finalized probabilities for each model. And then we'll get into our second and third layer of calibration on the actual ensemble output. And then, as always, finish up the video with the edge assessment to show you guys, mathematically, again, following always the rules of probability theory, where this edge is being derived from, and how you can make a logical, rational decision in wagering on this event. All right, so let's dive right into this. So our first model of the ensemble has the Giants at a 53.29% probability. Model 2 on the Pirates lightly at a 50.7% probability. Model 3 back on the Giants at a low probability of 52.49. Model 4 also the Giants at a 52.21. So far through our first 4 models, we're riding pretty low probabilities. Model 5 back on Pitt, a little higher here at a 56.96. Model 6 also on Pitt, again a little higher at a 57.40. Model 7 showing some strong edge for the Pirates at a 70.48. Model 8 also on Pitt at a 59.18, and then Model 9 finishes off on the Giants at a 51.95. So after all those models run and they contribute their probabilities relative to their weighting based on Breyer score, our initial output by our ensemble model is the Pirates at a 53.27%. So now once we implement second layer calibration, which is based off of the actual real world performance of that initial ensemble output, which in this case is a 53% probability range. So far up to this point in the season, when my ensemble produces 53% probabilities, they hit at a 62% win rate. So that second layer calibration pulls the Pirates up now to a 57.73. Then now we assess the market region of the Pirates for third layer calibration. The Pirates, the market region they're in today is a market region that currently has a 67.16% win rate. So a very advantageous position to be in regarding the market. So that third layer calibration based off of that finalizes the Pirates at a 60.97% probability. So to conclude before getting the edge, we've got the Pirates having an initial probability output that's been hitting 62% of the time, thus raising their probability. And then we've got a market region for the Pirates that has been hitting 67+% of the time. So very two strong positive signals on the Pirates to finalize them at a strong 60.97% probability. So at minus 105 odds for our edge assessment, that denotes the Pirates being a plus 19.04% expected value, which then using Kelly Criterion based off of that probabilistic edge we have, denotes a risk of 3.33% on the Pirates. So lock this pick in. And as always, to be as up-to-date as possible and not having to wait for these videos to be dropped, which a lot of the times when I post these videos, the game has already started by then. Not having to wait on my Instagram, none of that. Just check out my X account at NickTheQuant44. You'll get all of my picks there immediately. And then, as always, when you look at my picks, I always show the expected value and the risk amount. So whatever those picks has the largest risk amount is the largest mathematical edge pick, or should I say just the overall largest edge, because I don't just base my picks based off of the math. I base them also based off the financial rationale behind the picks, meaning when you base your picks off of probability theory rather than just math, you have to take into account the financial aspect of it, what is financially rational and what isn't. You could have a pick that mathematically looks quite robust. You could have a high probability, but if the team's price is higher than the probability you're producing, that's a decision that in the long run, assuming your probability is relatively accurate, in the long run, that will not give you positive ROI. So therefore, it is an irrational decision to make. So you've got to take both these in account if you're looking to make money in the long term. That's what I do. And the Pirates suffice both of those requirements. So lock this pick in. And as always, thank you for watching.